Our planet Mother Earth has given birth not just to one species, we the humans, but also millions of other life forms. It's hence the duty of entire mankind to care for her, because the existence of human race depends on it. Think globally, act locally. This thought defines our company, Niwesh Tech Private Limited. Niwesh Tech is an Indian manufacturing startup which makes pure off-grid solar power plant between 3 kilowatt to 100 kilowatt. We also provide custom off-grid solar power solutions up to 100 kilowatt. Our prime focus in the initial years is to invent, develop, create and manufacture solar-powered products for the underprivileged rural and remote areas. Energy crisis is going to hit the entire world maybe sooner than we can imagine. Some of the factors responsible are the increasing demand coupled with the shortage of resources like coal and the addition of electric vehicles. Apart from slowing down the climate change, solar power may be the solution to the forthcoming crisis. The ever-increasing need for power in modern life has catastrophic effect on the environment. Any thermal power plant using either coal, gas or nuclear has its own consequences. Besides, all these natural resources are limited. Vehicular pollution has crossed the threshold and the air is hardly breathable in most of the cities worldwide. Hence, switching to electric vehicle is more of a compulsion. Switching to electric vehicle might solve the problem of air pollution, but it will create a huge demand for electricity to charge those electric vehicles. Hence, the energy crisis is bound to hit us all over the world in just a few years. Out of all the renewable energy, solar power is the most abundant and has no negative impact, unlike huge hydropower dams. Sooner or later, the only clean green source of electricity will be solar power. Let's try to understand the difference between grid-tie and off-grid solar plants. In Western developed nations, there is no concept of power failure, and their grid system is smart. It manages itself as per the available power and load. Their connectivity to each other makes them highly efficient. Whereas in our nation, India, and in other developing countries, the grid is not smart, meaning it does not do two-way communication between the household and the power plant. So in developed countries, grid-tie solar power plant is successful, whereas in India, this grid-tie system sooner or later will make the grid fall in peak hours of optimum solar power. This has already started happening in few states. Grid-tie system has another major drawback, that the solar plant will generate electricity only when the utility power, that is electricity, is available. In case of power failure, grid-tie solar plant will not generate electricity. Moreover, the electricity generated by the grid-tie system can't be used for domestic or industrial use, as the AC voltage highly fluctuates between 90 to 280 volts. Off-grid solar plant means that one can use the electricity generated by the solar plant for domestic as well as industrial use as a standalone unit without need of power supply. The off-grid solar power technology is in its infancy, and most of the companies dealing in off-grid solar plant do not have the technology to run heavy induction-based loads like air conditioners or heavy machinery. Some Indian companies are making off-grid solar plants, but they use conventional inverter. In the conventional inverter, solar power is used to charge the battery. The inverter then uses the battery power and a transformer to convert the power into 220 volt AC. Such technology can only run basic light, fan and other electrical items with smaller load. Heavy induction-based load cannot be run with such technology for longer duration. Niwesh Tech has developed in-house off-grid smart solar power system. We use Voltronic technology, which does not require transformer and hence runs almost everything like air conditioners, washing machines, microwave oven, induction plate, etc. for domestic use. For industrial use, our off-grid solar plant also runs welding machines, heavy motors, heavy cutters, etc. purely on solar power. Most importantly, off-grid solar power plant being standalone is also ideal for places with high natural calamities and for remote areas where the grid power supply is yet to reach.